What is it, Doug, about to blow?
Boomers die off equals new American century in the dustbin of history. Immigrants aren't going to run this ship, Ghost. Those born here have no interest in doing so in a serious fashion.
I don't know, man. Maybe you think so, but I'll be honest with you. Everybody is an immigrant, man. All right? I mean, the only thing is now everybody wants to come along. You see, before, at the turn of the 20th century, Ellis Island and all that shit, I mean, America wasn't anything that it is today. And people came over here, and guess what? The Italians, the Irish, the Europeans, the Chinese were used to build the railroads. I mean, everyone had legitimately, some kind of contribution into building what we have today. And I'm not going full liberal. What are you fucking talking about, man? I mean, this is legit. That's why there are so many different cultures in this country. I have no problems with anybody wanting to preserve their culture. That's what everybody tries to accuse me of. That goes, you're trying to suppress culture. Absolutely not. I live in San Antonio, Texas. And 30 minutes north from San Antonio is a small town called New Braunfels, Texas. New Braunfels, Texas. And New Braunfels, Texas, believe it or not, has one of the best Wurst Fests in the nation because there is a heavily concentrated amount of full-blooded German people that live in New Braunfels. And every Wurst Fest, not only are the full-blooded Germans going out and putting on one of the best Wurst Fests in the country in New Braunfels, but also they're celebrating the whole culture of Germany. They're wearing the whole lederhosen, they're wearing the whole 9 yards. And guess what? Guess who else is celebrating with the pure German folks that are celebrating their culture? Fucking Asian people. All right? Black people. Mexican people. They're dressing up in lederhosen. Why? Because they're celebrating the culture just as much as their own culture is celebrating the culture. I mean, that's what America's about. America's about appreciating every culture that has contributed to this country. And, there's nothing wrong with the Germans wanting to preserve their culture. There's nothing wrong with... Oh, Jesus.
What do you call a Volkswagen full of blacks? A stink bug.
Oh, Jesus. Give me a fucking break, all right? But there's nothing wrong with that, all right? Now, what there's something wrong with is when you have people that claim that they want to be, the white race savior or the black race savior or the Asian race savior or the gay person savior. I mean, that's enough, okay? This is America where anybody can do whatever the hell they want. They can be whatever the hell they want. The only thing limiting you is yourself. And unfortunately, because we have a lot of white liberal people who are putting it and incepting it in minorities' heads that they're victims and that all my racism and all my cultural appropriation and all this other bullshit is the whole reason why we're in this situation to begin with. Notice that the biggest folks that are advocating this separatist crap are white liberal trash. White liberal trash. And I just find it ironic that none of the minority groups call out these white liberal pieces of crap. It's white liberals that think that black folks can't speak regular English, and they decide that they just want to go ahead and, teach black folks something called Ebonics. I mean, how come black folks don't get upset about that? How come black folks don't get upset that affirmative action was struck down recently, and there was some liberal on Twitter that said, how are black people going to get into college on merit anymore? I mean, that's why I'm saying the white liberal is probably the most racist person on the planet because they think that they're saving minorities. They think that they're saving black people. They think that they're saving American people. And in my personal opinion, I think that white liberals, all these pompous bourgeois pieces of garbage that try to tout that they're not racist, because look at me, I read to black kids in Ebonics to help them read good. Look at me, I mean, it's a joke. It's an utter joke. McLovin2169, be careful, guys. Don't anger Mr. Joe Biden If you do, he will become Dark Brandon and use his unstoppable / destructive Biden blast at only the 5%. Thank you, man. We got ADL. Thank you for spreading so much multicultural mission. Dude, look, that's ridiculous, okay? I don't believe that one culture is better than any other culture out there. Okay, I mean, really what it comes down to, when people live in diaspora, which is what everybody in America is, all right? I mean, the people that were actually originally here were, American Indians. So, like, everything that we have gotten here is because we transplanted ourselves from Europe and decided to settle here. And guess what we did? We brought skills with us. And it's not necessarily that race has anything to do with anybody not being able to, make a name for themselves or maintain sustenance. It's the skills, like German people. German folks have a plethora of skills that they have taken all throughout the international community. I mean, they're piano makers. They're beer makers. Why do you think Mexico has so many beers? You think Mexico has some kind of lineage in beer making? No. It's the Germans that live there in diaspora. Well, go to Mexico City. Believe it or not, in Mexico City, there are blonde-haired, blue-eyed white people that speak fluent Spanish. So that's why I'm saying, dude. I mean, this is where the history comes from, for Christ's sake. Hey, look at Seth Young. Has anyone bought a piano lately? Dude, I'm talking about history, you fucking stupid. Get that tart out of here. You can see retard out of. Get him out of here. Has anybody bought a piano lately? Yeah. You're a fucking idiot, you stupid one. Get him out of here. Anyway, we got iron. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not one to belittle people, but these white liberals were the ones trying to teach actual English for centuries now and still have 70% plus rates of illiteracy.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, man. Come on, I'm just saying. Anyway, Iron Wolf Spear, when it was just whites and some slaves, they was fighting with each other. Remember? No Irish? And the hatred for the Italians when they came off the boat? Thank you, Iron Wolf Spear. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, this is what these people don't understand. And most of these people that are in here that are getting pissed off at what I'm saying, most of these people aren't even white. Most of these folks are like fucking Nick Fuentes and like Shuby the Wop, all right, that fucking idiot Handsome Truth who's a fucking fraud, all right? They're not even fucking white.
The Western European immigrants were just fine because they kept to the relative same social contract. The slaves and Eastern European filthy yids did not.
What the hell are you talking about, Haywood? Western Europe was fighting each other for a fucking millennia. What are you talking about? All right, the French and the English had a fucking 100-year war, for Christ's sake. And by the way, has anybody done any research about the 100 Years' War between the English and French? It lasted so long that these morons, these fucking monarchs, were writing each other, and they were like, oh, yes, it's about time for you to raid this region here, and I'll go ahead and let you have this region, and you'll let me have this other region here, I mean, they were laughing about it. I mean, that's all Europe has done. I mean, people give Europe all this fucking credit. Europe was under the fucking thumb of idiot feudalism. Divine right feudalism for like 1,000 fucking years. Almost 1,000 years. You know that there were 15 Louis in France? 15 fucking Louis. Just imagine that shit. 15 fucking, being ruled by 15 fucking Louis. Just unbelievable. Iron Wolf Spear said, cough, War of the Roses, cough. That's what I'm saying. I'm sick and tired of like people like Haywood who don't even fucking understand European history and say, oh, Western Europeans were just fine. We were so great. If fucking Europe was so great, how come the New World even became a reality? How come people said, fuck Europe, fuck these fucking idiots over here. I'm getting on a boat, okay? I'm getting on a boat, risking disease, risking sinking ship, risking my life to go to a place that who the fuck knows what's over there. And then once you get off the boat, your work has just begun. You've got to plow fields, you've got to domesticate animals, you've got to figure out irrigation, you got to do all this shit. I mean, that's a pretty big fucking decision for people to get on a boat, okay? And by the way, the boats back then were guided by the wind, all right? These were sailboats. So, who the fuck knows where you're really going? And, you run the risk of fucking sinking the ship. How come people risk that shit? Because Europe sucked. Europe sucked, and guess what? Europe still sucks. All right, take a look at what Europe is now. The yoke of so-called European history is being withered away by a bunch of socialist shitheads. And what is Europe doing? They're just allowing it to happen. They're just allowing all this shit to happen. Why? Because you European Euro cucks are just a bunch of socialist shitheads. And as long as the government continues to feed you some dole payment, and as long as you can continue to be like, oh, yes, I'm from Europe, yes, I retired at 40 years old, yes, we at Europe, we like to smoke, we like to drink, we like to do drugs, we like to fuck, and that's what we do. Oh, jeez. What is this? Hello? What is this?
Hello.
What the hell? Is that it? Jesus Christ. Look, this is an audio file, by the way, folks. I have no idea. And what's up to Laggett, basic member of the channel, man? Cheers to Laggett, who just became a basic member of the channel. Cheers to you, man. Hope you're having a good extended July 4th weekend, all right? Anyway, is that it? That's all you had was hello? Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get off on that soliloquy about Europe and all that crap, but I'm sick and tired of these. Oh! Oh! No! Shut up! All right, dude. I'm gonna end. Wait, J Money.
Hey, Ghost, it's me.
Oh no.
I just wanted to check in on Sosie. How you doing?
Oh my
I just
God.
finished cutting up my pubes. My pubic hair.
What?
Anyway, I was agreeing that the Germans really are the best. And I was taking.
Dude, who is this idiot?
He was telling us the messages and
Who is this asshole?
We should follow up with all the Nazi stuff and about how good the Nazi stuff was. And I was thinking, you know what? That's pretty smart.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy.
Take
a shit.
I really can't wait for this presidential campaign. You know, there's my blow up doll.
What the fuck? Your blow-up doll? So, as I was stating, I mean, this is going to continue. So go to Yemen. As a matter of fact, Indigo Traveler, check out his Yemen piece. He actually went to Yemen, believe it or not. And believe it or not, these people are in the midst of high inflation. They're in the midst of, like, a civil war situation. And yet most of these people in Yemen still have a smile on their face. And they still try to find happiness, and they don't fucking piss and moan and shit. And whenever they're asked, what do you want for the country? They just want stability and they want safety. Fucking, and you people have it out here and you take it for granted in America. You take safety for granted. You take the fact that you can go out and make money for granted. You take out, everybody in this country takes it for granted. And you people should be fucking kissing the ground tomorrow. And thanking God that you're in this fucking country and not in some shithole like fucking Yemen or Sudan or fucking any of these places. I mean, go take a look at the Indigo Traveler's fucking content, man. This guy goes there and he's on the fucking ground of these third world shitholes. And these poor people, they don't even have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, for Christ's sake. Fucking American people should be a little bit more fucking grateful. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. I mean, no, and you wonder why the terrorists hate us? You know? We got fucking homeless people that are fucking morbidly obese, okay? And I've said this 1,000 times, and I'm going to say it one more again. I challenge you all to go to your impoverished part of town, wherever the hell you're fucking located, go to your impoverished part of town, and go to the grocery store in that impoverished part of town, and take a look at how many morbidly obese motherfuckers are waddling around that son of a bitch I'm telling you all right now, you all are ungrateful American people. And, you know, a little humility tomorrow wouldn't hurt either. A little humility, you know, thinking, hey, you know what? I'm a lucky son of a bitch for being in this country. I'm a lucky son of a bitch to be in the relevant safety of this country. The ability so I can go out to a fucking bar or a club. I can go out in my dirty, shitty, skid-marked underwear at 4 a.m. and get myself an artery-clogging double cheeseburger. All right? I mean, this is freedom, man. This is freedom that you people take fucking for granted. And I can't fucking stand you people looking at you people from a third-party perspective and thinking to myself, you people, you're proud to be in America? You people are taking it for granted. All right? I love this country, man. And this is a country made for the people and by the people. But if the people are all a bunch of unappreciative fucking shitheads, it's no wonder why we have the political system that we have today. And wait a minute, prosthetic wheelchair, no drinking show on the 4th means you hate the United States. What the hell does that mean? The hell does that mean, for Christ's sake? And we got Ouija Slayer. I'm very much appreciative to be living in the United States. You're damn well. I hope so. I hope there's some of you are. And I hope tomorrow, when you're celebrating with your families, I hope that you all tell yourselves, thank God we're American people. Thank God we have the Bill of Rights. Thank God we're not under some despot dictator. Okay, we're not under some fucking monarch rule. All right? Jesus Christ. So look at that freaking chicken. My medical bills are 40 grand. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. But I mean, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? I mean, we have a system in which we are dependent. I mean, many people are dependent on the healthcare system. Okay? Why do you think they were able to infiltrate? I don't want to go into this. But why do you think they were able to go and pull off this whole COVID-19 bullshit? Because we centralized our healthcare system with fucking Obamacare. And everybody goes to the fucking doctor for any fucking reason. And then what happens? The doctor, because they're paid by insurance and Medicaid and Medicare, they're going to purposely try to find some shit wrong with you so they can bill your goddamn insurance company and put you on prescription drugs, which they fucking get kickbacks from the goddamn pharmaceutical companies for. So great. Yeah, okay, great. I mean, look, I haven't been to a doctor I don't know fucking how many years. And look, there's probably shit wrong with me. Don't get me wrong. You think I'm not naive? But guess what? All right, if there's something wrong with me, I fucking figure it out and be like, look, maybe it's some shit I'm eating, all right? Maybe I'm drinking a little fucking too much, all right? Maybe I'm fucking doing some shit. And look, I mean, you know, aches and pains, man, they go along with life, all right? I mean, the fucking healthcare industry has got you people believing that, oh, I'm supposed to be happy 24 hours a day. I'm supposed to be feeling no fucking aches or pains and shit. And you wonder why you put yourself in a situation where all of a sudden you're hooked on fucking psychotropic drugs. You're being told that you need some invasive surgery that you probably don't even fucking need. And then you end up with $40,000 fucking $50,000 fucking medical bills, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. And by the way, all of you people that don't have health insurance, that do, like, I don't know, risky behavior, I don't know, like, I don't know, you're fucking, fucking a motorcycle, fucking motocross, or, I don't know, you're a fucking failed fucking MMA fighter, or whatever the fucking case might be, all right?
I'd buy that.
Make sure you have fucking health insurance, dude. I mean, that's where all these people are getting all this fucking healthcare. Oh, I broke my leg because I was out there fucking, you know, hiking in the fucking mountains, even though I don't have shit. Hey, wait, what is this? Don Quixote. I'm not going to troll you right now, but you keep saying we should bring in more migrants because most real Americans are a waste of space at this point. I would say most people under the age of, like, I would say under the age of 35, maybe. I don't know, man. I've seen some shit people even in their 40s, but I would say anybody under the age of 35 is, I mean, not all of them, all right? But in aggregate are a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I know I got a lot of people in that age group. I'm not talking about you, okay? Because you people are probably productive member capitalists, you know, maybe troll terrorists, whatever. But that's just the way it is. True Boomer Radio. What? Oh, Jesus. Real Papa Boom said, I hope America gets fixed because I have a black LA mayor who cares about abortion. Meanwhile, it becomes a third world country. There's lots of homeless. Yeah, no kidding. Man, we should outlaw homeless, to be honest with you. I don't even understand why we even have municipalities helping homeless people. All right? You know what San Antonio has done? All right? And look at Drunk Aussie, do the education system rant next. No, look. You know what San Antonio has done? Because San Antonio is a sanctuary city. Okay? Sanctuary city. And what we do, we have systems that we've used for the homeless to apply to these migrants and these immigrants. And what they do is when they process these immigrants in the municipality of San Antonio, they try to find them jobs, okay? So they've applied this, what they've done to the homeless. Now, there are homeless in San Antonio, but they go to a homeless shelter, and there's people there at the homeless shelter trying to fix them up, give them clothes, trying to get them a job or interview with a job. And guess what? Most of these stupid homeless idiots don't want a job. So what do? They leave San Antonio and go to Austin or any of these other fucking shitty, dumb fucking liberal cities that allow them to pitch tents in the middle of the fucking downtown sidewalk. All right? You see, that's the difference, okay? That's how we've gotten rid of most of the homeless in this town, okay? Once they're in fucking homeless shelters, we got people, and by the way, these fucking stupid bureaucracies that were municipal built were built like fucking 30 years ago, okay? So they process these fuckers into the homeless shelters, and then what they do is they clean them up, they fucking give them a haircut, they throw fucking new clothes on them, and they try to get them a job, and most homeless are like, I don't want a job. Are you kidding me? And they leave. That's how you get rid of homeless. All right, very easy, very fucking easy. And, what is this? Stream Troll Mike.
Even though I'm a trolley bastard, I agree. This is coming from a guy in his early 20s. I think people think that small inconveniences are worse than losing limbs and that they should tear down the very systems that protect them. Also, Nick.
Piece of shit. I thought you were being serious, Stream Troll Mike, you piece of crap. Anyway, we got McLovin2169. Don't underestimate Joe Biden's blast. Remember, he only uses 5% of his true power, so imagine if he went full Dark Brandon and used full power. All right, anyway, let me read the rest of Don Quixote here. He said, but if you want all kinds of non-Americans to work in America, are you really pro-Americano? Well, yeah. I mean, I want America to have the services that we used to have, and but nobody's working those services, dude. Nobody wants to work. Everybody considers any kind of a job that they feel beneath them as some kind of, quote, wage cuck job. And it's ridiculous because, look, all of you idiots that claim that, oh, I don't want a wage cuck job, I mean, what do you expect? You have no fucking experience. You have no experience in nothing. And moreover, it's not like you're going to be at that minimum wage or whatever low-wage job forever. You know the only people that work minimum wage for the long term for 10 years plus that these stupid fucking leftists like to highlight so much? Fucking scumbags that don't show up on time and that are pieces of shit at the job and that don't do the fucking job. These are the people that fucking work, that don't come in. I mean, these are the fucking people, all right? If you were at a, quote, wage cuck job and you came in on time, you took shifts when you were asked, if you didn't commiserate in fucking, I don't know, employee politics, you do what you're told.
I'd buy that for a
you'd be moving up fast.
Honestly, people wouldn't hate the education system as much if they actually paid attention and did their fucking homework. I swear some people treat school like it's Auschwitz and think other shit is more important to them than general education.
Well, part of that, I mean, is the education system's fault. All right, I'll be honest with you. That's education system's fucking fault, if you want my opinion. Anyway, thank you. Here's my 2 cents. We got Jimmy Powell. You used to call it San Hambonio. It's still, San Hambonio. There's a lot of fat people out here, believe me. I mean, they talk about it all the time, right? On the NBA or fucking Charles Barkley's all. Man, they got some fat women over there in San Antonio. Well, we do, unfortunately. Some, fucking everybody likes bean and cheese out here. We like tacos. What do you expect? And everybody likes beer. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, I think San Antonio has got more fucking bars per capita, I think, than any other fucking, I don't know, some shit like, I know we have more DUIs in Texas than anybody else. Yeah, that's a great stat to be proud of. Cooking and investing lover, money isn't the issue. It's serving the Karen public. Yeah, no shit. Serving the Karen public is right. All right, but still, you know, hey, you got to eat. You know, if you don't work, you don't eat, you don't grind, you don't shine there, cooking and investing lover. Anyway, thank you, Don Quixote. All right, I'm probably going to wrap this goddamn shit up anyway, man. Nobody's listening. I'm over here trying to spark synapses in the brains of folk, okay? All right, Jesus Christ. And I think I got one more story here. You probably already have seen it, but have y'all seen this video of this chimpanzee who has been like, I don't know, a chimp, like one of these laboratory chimps for like almost 30 years, spent in a fucking cage. And he comes outside for the first time, and the chimp sees like the blue sky and outdoors for the first time and becomes completely enamored. And I thought it was a decent viral story. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm about to post it here. I'm about to play it here. Take a look at this. Look at his face. Look at it. Like, he can't believe it. I mean, that is unbelievable. Take a look. He hugs his friend and then looks and like, oh my God. I mean, that is just unbelievable. That's just one of those captures of nature, you know, and I almost feel bad for this chimp. I almost feel bad for this chimp because that's just sad. It's just horrible. And anyway, now that they're, you know, settled at some sanctuary,
I'd buy that for
you know, but I thought that was rather interesting.
Happy 4th of July.